Today, I'm sharing with you what financial goals we were able to achieve in 2022 and what tiny setback we had, and we're going to make sure to crush it in 2023. Hi guys, it's your favorite money coach. And I'm here today to talk to you about what goals my family and I were able to hit in 2022 and celebrate, and what tiny setback we had that this year I'm going to definitely take care of, and what goals we have for this year. So the first one is my oldest daughter started college in September. I still can't believe it when I say it out loud. And as many of you guys know, we became debt-free in 2018. We still have the mortgage, but our credit card debt was completely paid off. And so in 2019, we started being able to start funding for our 3 kids' college plans. Now, we chose a 529 plan for many reasons. There's also another account called an UTMA account, but we chose a 529 plan. And it's not like we have a lot of money to throw into the account. I'm an open book. We put the same amount per paycheck into each of the kids' accounts. And because my youngest is only 8, she gets the smallest contribution. So my daughter is now 18. My son is 17. I still can't believe that either. And so since they're pretty much back to back, that's always been a concern of ours, because we want to make sure that we can offer them as much as possible so that they can go to college if they choose. So our daughter, she was like, absolutely, I want to go to college. And so the first semester we were able to help her. So she actually did not accrue a balance at the end. And I wish we could do more, but unfortunately, since we started when we did, all we can do is our best. And so if my math is right and the account stays where it is, we should be able to help her throughout her 4 years. Now, when I say that, she's not dorming, because dorming would be an extra $16,000 a semester, and we can't afford that. So instead, we were able to pay for her transportation. So that's out of pocket, because unfortunately that's not part of the 529 plan. So that was an additional cost to us, but we're able to fund it. So we pay for her transportation, and we're able to help her so that she doesn't have a balance with her first semester. But being able to help her has honestly been such an achievement, because it's more than what I had. And I know that we're helping her be able to get her degree. And if she has to commute, then she has to commute. My heart is honestly filled because I was able to do that for her, and we're able to do that hopefully for our son if he chooses to go to college in this September. So this September, we're going to have 2 kids in college. I'm just like, I can't believe it. And so far, we're going to be able to help him out as well. So I see that as a goal achieved for 2022 and continue on for 2023. Our next goal that we crushed was that my husband and I both have a Roth IRA. If you're not familiar with a Roth IRA, it's a retirement account that you pay for after taxes. So it's not like a 401k that comes out of your paycheck. So because it's after taxes, you've already paid taxes on the money that you put in. So the growth is tax-free. And that's why so many people say that Roth IRAs are the way to go. So my husband has his and I have mine. And at the end of November, I was so excited to see that we had fully funded both of them. And once you reach the maximum, if you set up your account correctly, they no longer we have automatic withdrawals, and they no longer took the automatic withdrawal as of the first week in December. So I was like, goal achieved. Like, that's just setting us up so that we can retire comfortably, which is the goal. Some people have a goal of retiring early. I know that with 3 kids, that's not going to happen for us. But my goal continuing on is to pay off the house. I want to live in a house where we have no mortgage. And in 5 years, that is the goal for then. But for now, each year, I want to definitely maximize each of our Roth IRAs. And this year, goal achieved. So excited. The next one is we each have a 401k with our employer, and I was able to up my contribution. So because we had these financial goals to hit, I was only contributing, I believe, 4% as of last year. 2021. But in 2022, I was able to up it to 10%. So 10% of my paycheck goes into our 401k. My husband also upped his percentage. I'm not sure what his is, but he also upped his as well. So again, another vehicle that's going to help us retire. And our goal is to not be a financial burden on our kids. So between the Roth IRA, the 401k, and having the house paid off in hopefully less than 5 years, I'm putting it out there, we will never be a burden on them and we'll be able to retire comfortably. And our last financial goal that we crushed in 2022 was our dream vacation. So many of you know what I'm going to say. We were able to go to Disney, and we were able to go to Disney and stay on property for 2 weeks. It was the best 2 weeks. It was, first of all, I know 2 weeks sounds like a lot. That's why it was our dream vacation. And we had the most amazing time, and we had such great memories that will last us a lifetime. And that was a big vacation. It was expensive, but it was years that we saved for it. And it was so worth it. And I'm trying not to cry. On a personal note, I know that goals are hard sometimes to reach. And I just did a video, my last video, where I help you break it down so it becomes achievable and it's a positive experience, nothing that you feel negative about. For me, Disney, it holds a very special place in my heart because I had brought credit card debt into my marriage, and many of you guys know my story. I'm gonna share it in a future video because I have never been completely vulnerable as to like what we went through, and I feel like that could help you if you're in a position like that. So that's definitely something I'll be sharing soon. But I brought $48,000 of credit card debt onto my marriage. And it was something that it was out of necessity. It wasn't like I have fancy shoes or clothes or anything like that. But as we were getting near paying off that $48,000 of debt in 2 years, we started putting money aside as well, because as I said in my last video, is you need to celebrate each win. And we knew what we wanted to do. Since it had been 2 years of us buckling down and paying off our debt, we knew we wanted to take a vacation, but not just any vacation. We wanted to go to Disney. And when we saw the castle for the first time, it was in August of 2019. So it was 8 months after we paid off our debt, because we wanted to wait and do it in the summertime. And we wanted that trip to be completely debt-free, nothing on credit cards. So, and we achieved it. So when we saw that castle for the first time, my husband and I held hands and we were just soaking in that moment, you know, because we're like, we did this, and now our family can enjoy a wonderful vacation. And back then we stayed for 1 week. And I said to myself, I'm doing this again, and it's going to be a longer time. And so that's why Disney holds such a special place in my heart. And so when we went this time, and I knew we were staying for twice as long, and we saw that castle, my little one turned to me, because she knew it was something we were saving for a while. And she turned to me, I'm trying not to cry, and she said, Mommy, like, look at the castle. And I was just like, oh, honey, I'm so happy. She's like, I'm so happy I'm here. I'll never forget that. I actually have a picture. My husband was taking a picture because he wanted to see our face when we saw the castle for the first time. And that's why, to me, this goal was so important, because the first time we went, my little one was too little to remember as much as she did this time. And it meant so much to me because I wanted to save for my family. I wanted it to be something that's memorable before my kids go to college, and when my little one is old enough to remember and appreciate it. And we're so grateful for that. We were so grateful for that. And I don't know when we'll be able to take an expensive vacation like that again, but the fact that we were able to achieve it when we did and not have a credit card balance, that was goal checked off. Done crying. And the one setback that we had was after we got back from vacation, we realized that there was a plumbing issue with the house. Thankfully, it wasn't anything that required like an emergent thing like last time where we had to like knock down walls and we almost lost our basement. Thank goodness, nothing like that. But we did have to dip into our emergency fund. And then we had another financial setback, slightly, nothing big. And we had to dip a little bit more into our emergency fund. So now our emergency fund is almost $10,000 less than where I want it. It's still a good emergency fund, don't get me wrong, because we have 8 months of our expenses saved in there. But the goal is definitely in 2023 to bump that back up, add that $10,000 in, and have it back to where we are just breathing comfortably and knowing that if God forbid something happens, we're good for 8 months, and hopefully we can stretch it out to a year. So those are the goals that we were able to crush and the tiny setback that we had. If you have a financial goal that you want to achieve and the way that you're managing your money has not been working, I can help you. I normally offer a strategy call, but for the month of January, I have limited spots available in my calendar for an actual free coaching call. I want to show you how I coach. I want to help you start breaking through any mindset blocks that you have, and I can help you plan out your year so that this year you achieve every goal you set for yourself. Again, I only have a few spots available, first come, first serve. So if you're ready, click the link down below. It's my calendar, and schedule the free session with me. Let's get your 2023 set so you can achieve every goal you plan for yourself and desire from the bottom of your heart. So if you guys like this video, please share it with a friend. And if you did, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And if you like this one, you'll like these two right here. Have a great day. See you soon.